Hello, 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 everyone. How are you on this fine Tuesday? Doing a little bit of work from home. Just came outside to step away from my computer for a few minutes. Get some fresh air. It's really nice outside. A little bit chilly. Ooh, the wind. I'm just thinking about like different videos and ideas for the channel and trying to grow my channel and trying to figure out what to do, I guess you could say. I don't know. I've been kind of winging it. I feel like it'll come to me. I'm just kind of going off of what y'all like, what I feel like y'all want to see more of, and then, I feel like it's going pretty well so far. But I still clearly have a lot to learn. I'm going to turn on this retouch because I have this melasma that I just got like a few years ago. I feel like I'm still a little bit self-conscious about it, because you have like these different dark spots on your face, and I have one right here, but you can't really see it right now. I feel like when my skin is really light, like in the winter, you can see it more, it's more pronounced. And then also like right here. So that's fun. I get to look like I have a mustache. So, you know, I was, hold on. I watched this, like talk radio show. It's a podcast on YouTube. And I actually just came across it a few months ago. It's the John Deloney show. And I heard another woman that was talking about having melasma and how, because of the melasma, she has these dark spots on her face and how she looks like she has a mustache even though she doesn't. And that made me feel a little bit better. It's nice to feel like you can relate to people, like you're not the only one. So, because people don't. Hello, Knox. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Man Juman Junath. Mm, yeah, so have any of you guys heard of the John Deloney show? I feel like it's a really good show, but I don't know. I feel like he can be kind of biased sometimes in his answers. But what are y'all up to on this fine, fine Tuesday? Just come outside to get some fresh air for a few minutes. It's like the weather feels perfect outside right now. Nice and cool. Hello, hello, Manjum. What kind of flag is that? The red, white, and green. I feel like there are multiple country flags with those colors. Like Mexico, Italy. Are you from one of those two places? Y'all want to see what I'm looking at? Yeah, fun, fun, fun. I live downtown, so I get woken up every morning with the people emptying the dumpsters. Oh, India. I did not know that the Indian flag was red, white, and green as well. Oh shit, I should have told everyone. I totally I'm like so rusty. I got to get better at this thing going live, and I forget to do all the things that you're supposed to do, but I don't know. Y'all double tap the screen, subscribe for more. I'm trying to go live like twice a day Although this past weekend, I don't know, I was like really tired this past weekend and I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm trying to like be consistent, and because I really want to, I feel like you can't really see something through and see what it's capable of if you don't give it 100% and like really put in the effort. So I'm like, got to be consistent every day, like twice a day. Hello. I cannot what? Hello, Cheyenne. Double tap, like, subscribe, all the things, all the things. But yeah, you have to be consistent, even if you don't feel like doing it, you know, like going for a walk or hello, mommy. Are you my daughter? Does my daughter have a private account that I don't know about? But no, you're not my daughter because my daughter knows how to spell mommy. Ooh, ooh, oh, yeah, my daughter knows how to spell mommy. So I know you're not my daughter. Hey, Savannah. I'm so sorry if you have like a learning disorder. I'm gonna feel real fucking bad for making that joke. So, hi. Hello from India, Savannah. Double tap, like, and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe. Yeah, I have a 12-year-old daughter. Oh, autocorrect is malfunctioning, my guy. Hi. My country, United States. I live in this little old state called North Carolina in the United States, which is the eastern United States, south of New York. I feel like most people have heard of New York. You just asked me, can you date my daughter? So I don't know. Do I look really old? Because I'm feeling like, do I look like I am old enough to have an 18-year-old daughter? Because I promise you I don't. So I think that's an answer in and of itself. So the answer is fuck no. Fuck no. Unequivocally, fuck no. Okay. Reet Vars and Sebastian. Oh, you're literally 12 years old? Well, how are you on my live? Because it's definitely not made for children. It's only for those 18 and older. So you might want to go, like, do your homework or something, Or, like, do your chores. I don't know. I would say go to school, but if you're in India, then I guess you're not in school right now. All right, y'all. Can y'all double tap, like the live, like the live, like the live, like the live? My name is Jennifer. Double tap and like the live, y'all. Jennifer, Jennifer, Jennifer. What is your name? Hello, Evan. Wow. I guess I give mother energy because I have all the children in my life right now. Good morning, children. How are you? Is class in session? Oh my God. Hi, Evan. I've been waiting to talk to you all day. Hi. What language is that character that you're typing in? OMG, hi. If y'all haven't liked the live, like the live, y'all. And if y'all haven't subscribed, I highly advise you to do so. So that way, like when you're at home and you're out of school, you can catch up with me. So I live in North Carolina, which is on the East Coast. So it is 10:30 a.m. here right now. What time is it where you are? Y'all double tap the live. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hello. Yeah, it is bad. I feel bad smoking in front of all these children. But I'm not your mom, so sorry. No shit, Sherlock. Oh, what a marvelous day. I don't know about y'all, but I gotta talk myself into get him out of the stream. He is being mean. It's night here now in Delhi. It's morning there now. Who's being mean? If y'all want to like my live, subscribe to my channel, and if I see you guys consistently enough, then I'm going to add moderators because I don't have any moderators yet. I probably should get moderators. Yeah. Reet Vars is being mean. Is he? Oh, because he said no shit, Sherlock? Well, that's all right. Just let it roll off your back. It'll be all right. So sorry, but this is an adult channel, which means there's likely to be cussing on both ends. It's usually from me. I'm so sorry to offend your sensibilities. I'm like dying to know, how old are you guys really? Come on. How old are you really? Let's not pretend. Let's be for real. How old are you really? $24? Okay. Okay. I mean, you might be 64 for all I know, but we'll go with 24. No, I'm not smoking. This is all pretend. It's not real. It's green screen. It's fake. Don't worry. It's AI, baby. I know. I don't know what I'm doing here either. I'm right there along with you, buddy. That's violation to my privacy. Yeah. Because, see, once you've lied to me about your age once, I'm unlikely to believe what you say unless I see your driver's license. I'm going to need some identification, sir. Because the trust has been broken. Y'all double tap the live. Subscribe. I forget there's cameras in the building now. They're probably like, why is she dancing in front of the elevator like a weirdo? What y'all think about the UFOs, the aliens? Because I'm saying that they're real, bro. Real. Legit. What y'all think about the aliens? You know, I was talking to people from another country, heard about the UFO hearings that are in the United States for UFOs. The footage that they have from the pilots on like the Nimitz and I forget the other carrier. Have y'all heard of that? Being that you're like, I know one of you is from India. Are y'all familiar with the hearings that they had in the United States for the military pilots that caught the UFOs on camera on their like drone footage for their whatever they were flying? Have you all seen that? Or are you familiar with that? Because I was talking to someone from another country and he had never he had never heard about these UFO hearings. And I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like the same thing that happens in the United States. Like people don't talk about it, and it's typically not in the mainstream media. So you don't have the news talking about it typically. Um so it gets swept under the rug, and then when it does see the light of day, there's a lot done to discredit the entire story. So if you think about people from other countries, they are probably even less exposed. I don't know. I don't know. It definitely happens worldwide. So, but yeah, it's wild. But yeah, it's like on a bigger scale, right? You have these other people. We have the people in our own country who have never heard about these hearings, and then it's like the same thing across the world. They've never heard of these hearings, and it's just a bigger example of the issue in itself, or the existence of it, right? UFOs, ETs. People don't talk about it, it gets swept under the rug. The people that do talk about it get discredited, they get mocked, they get laughed at, you know so I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you guys heard about the hearings in the United States for the UFOs caught on footage? Are you guys familiar? No. Hmm. I'd be curious to know what you all think. If you're familiar, if you're not familiar, if you are familiar, what do you think? What's your opinion? Or I think it's good to always keep an open mind. You know, I have found that at certain points in my life, I will be like very quick to discredit a certain topic or person or idea, or even the possibility of something, just flat out discredit it, right? But then maybe a few months later, maybe years later, maybe I've done some work, maybe I'm a little bit more open, maybe it's presented differently, maybe there's been some growth, I don't know. But I'm a little bit more open to it. And hey, I've already heard it once before, I'm hearing it again. And then now I'm more open minded to it. It's like, as a wild example, is UFOs. When I was younger, I immediately dismissed it. Or even like the paranormal, people who get possessed by evil spirits, right? When I was younger, I was very quick to dismiss it. Right. I don't believe people can get possessed by spirits, or hey, Fabio, or I don't believe that UFOs are real or aliens. But like the older I get, the more I'm like, well, who am I to say whether or not that's possible? Like, I think it's very arrogant to completely dismiss it, or assume that that there is all there is to know, right? I don't know. How are y'all doing today? I feel like, in a very simple way of putting it, on just like the highest, most basic level or perspective, is just like, if you think about that there's like billions of galaxies, and you think about the statistical probability that there of all the number of planets that could sustain life, and what is the statistical probability that we are one of billions, and however many possible other suitable environments for life, but we're the only one. That seems very, very unlikely. And I don't think that we're in a position to say with any kind of certainty that that is a factual statement that we're alone. I don't know. I think it's crazy. It's almost like brainwashing. We've all at some point it was accepted the idea or hypothesis or that we're alone, right? And then it's just kind of been passed down and this accepted idea, like, but people have to challenge it. Yeah. And then also I think, there's been, I don't know. I don't want to go to left field, but anyways, I'm rambling. How are y'all today? Can y'all like the live, double tap the live, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel? We talk about anything and everything here. I go live, try to go live twice a day. Sometimes that doesn't happen, like this past weekend. Did not go live, but this weekend definitely. I want to do something fun this weekend, like maybe go live when I go to Pilot Mountain, or I don't know. What do you guys want to see? I need to know. I need feedback on what y'all are interested in seeing. Hello, IV Logs. How are you? Y'all double tap if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Which it'll happen. It's not as fast as I'd like, but it'll be all right. It'll happen in due time. So how is everybody? Only 4 days to Friday. I don't know about everybody else, but like during the week, it's like a countdown to Friday. How many days until the weekend? How many days until I don't have to work? I'm good. Just doing some work from home, and it's a little bit slow, so I thought I would go live. Chat, I need help. I'm having Steve Harvey and Kevin Nash over for dinner. Ooh, sounds fun. I was thinking grilled cheeses, but Kevin might be vegan. Ideas? Super concerned and running out of time. How about make a vegan grilled cheese? Boom, problem solved. Also, I tried. Oh, sorry. Y'all don't need to know. I'm reading out my work ticket like I'm reading out a comment on YouTube. Y'all want to help me solve the ticket? How do I make a new employee an administrator? Can you help me with that? I can help you, dude. No problem. Let me just work my little magic. Let's see. He don't like tofu, cheeses, substitutes. Y'all double tap like the live for me, please. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Everyone's welcome here. Peace and love and all good things. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel, please. Double tap. Hit the subscribe. Subscribe. Gracias, muchachos. Does anybody really like tofu? I mean, honestly, though. When I was in college, I lived on campus for a semester when I was right after high school. And, there was a cafeteria on campus. So most of my meals I ate at the cafeteria. And they had a stir fry station. And man, that stir fry station was the bomb. You could go up and tell them, rice, exactly which vegetables you wanted. And I was a vegetarian at the time. And so I would get tofu sometimes and they would grill it. And it really was good. But I guess if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you don't eat meat. So you're limited in that sense. Yeah, because I feel like if you had unlimited options, you wouldn't choose tofu. At least I wouldn't. I would not choose tofu if I had like steak as an option. Okay. Shit, even if I didn't have steak, I wouldn't choose tofu. What am I talking about? Duh. No, thank you. I don't know. Maybe oh, the eyebrow piercing? Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. I honestly I had that's the I've had my I have my ears pierced, and I had so other than my ear piercing, only piercing I've ever had except for my eyebrow piercing. I am not a facial piercing person. It was like a phase, honestly. I could say that. I was 19 or 20 and I kept it in for maybe 2 months and then I took it out. And I don't even know why. I was dating a guy at the time that had an eyebrow piercing. Okay. Thought it looked good on him, so I wanted to, and no. But you're right. But I don't like that that's there, but I feel like it's not super noticeable and I'm kind of surprised that you noticed it. But yeah, yeah. It has aged well. I feel like it doesn't really stand out that much. It's not like this. Now, like my daughter has talked about like admiring piercings and possibly wanting a piercing when she gets older, and I try to tell her like to each their own, right? It I wouldn't do it, but if you like it, I respect it, okay? I respect you and what you like, even if I don't particularly like the look of it, right? And but there are certain piercings that are like more on the permanent end in the sense of it's like I feel like if you had a nose piercing and you take it out, nobody's going to notice that. It's like a very minimal thing. Same for your ear, right? But if you get your tongue pierced, you got a hole in your tongue for your whole life now. And the same with like the gauges that you put in your ear, the people that get like the really like your ears don't shrink back, right? So they're like stretched out for life, right? So even if you take out the piercing, take out whatever that is, or take out your tongue piercing, like it's noticeable for life. You know what I mean? I feel like an eyebrow piercing or a nose piercing is less noticeable. So I don't know. I feel like I would highly suggest against doing something unless you're 1,000% sure if it's going to like alter your look forever. If it's not something that you can just take out and then it be a thing of the past, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like I said, to each their own. It's beautiful for other people. I don't like the look for me. I'm like I don't want all that attention. You know what I mean? I feel like so much attention comes with having all of that. You know, I feel like people would stare at you left and right. I don't do that because it's rude to stare. But I can only imagine the looks and stares and from probably the Christian people. Can you imagine the snarls that people who like have facial piercings and tattoos like, oh my god, they probably get the dirtiest looks and stares. I yeah. No. So belly button is the same thing as like your eyebrow. You know what I mean? Like it's not super like it's not there forever. I feel like it would age well. It might be like a little scar, but it's not like a gaping hole or stretched out skin, you know? So I don't mind that as much. You know, I would never get a belly button piercing. When I was younger, I thought it was cute. Like I knew other girls that had belly button piercings, but I don't know. It always felt kind of tacky, kind of stripperish to me. I don't know. No offense to anyone with a belly button piercing. I think that's just my warped perception of it. But I think it's pretty if it's done, and oh, yeah. That was trolling by asking me a question. Oh, when you said the eyebrow button aged, the eyebrow piercing aged well, you were trolling me. Yeah, you're gonna have to try a little harder. Cause that I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I honestly don't give two fucks what anyone online thinks of me if they have a negative opinion. Unless I'm like doing something that's wrong, obviously I should feel some way about it. But like if someone's just going to come on here and talk shit or hate on me just to be an ass, like I realize that has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So I can't even take that personal cuz it don't have anything to do with me. So anyways, where are you from, Kurdizzle? 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 Y'all double tap, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and like the live. Like the live. Double tap, subscribe. Chicago? That's nice. I've heard Chicago is a dangerous city, but I feel like I would like Chicago because I like the snow. Or I think I would like the snow. I don't know. I miss the snow. I grew up with snow, and now where I live, it like never snows. So I kind of miss the snow. What do you mean BS? It's not dangerous? I've never been to Chicago, so I'm just kind of going off of what I see on the news and that there's like a bunch of shootings and stuff. I mean, I'm sure all of it's not dangerous, but I've heard there's some like very dangerous parts. Hopefully it's better. It's sad to hear when you hear about a bunch of people just being killed for senseless reasons. Hold on, just one sec. Hold on. So, what are y'all up to on this fine Tuesday morning? What are y'all up to? Oh man, that tickled me.
Don't talk in the mic and I'll buy you anything you want. So how old are you?
That tickled me. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Anybody else have ADD? You know what else I think could be a questionnaire? Like if you go to the doctor or you go to a psychiatrist or whatever kind of doctor could diagnose you with ADHD, I feel like one of the questions on the questionnaire could be like, when you're filling out a form, do you like if you have a form, like say you go to the dentist's office, okay, and you have a form you have to fill out front and back, top to bottom. Let's say the front page, you've got 1 through 10, you got to fill out, right? Do you start with 1 and work your way down until you get to 10? Or do you go 1, 10, 8, 5, 3, 7, 9, 2, and 4? Because that's what I do. I don't do 1 to 10. I bounce around. Like, it's crazy. Like, I feel like that's a sign of ADD, and I've been doing that for so long. It's like I'm in a hurry to fill out the form, and it's like a manifestation of that. Like, ADD is like, I don't just go 1 to 10. It's like dun 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 dun. Like, I feel like that's like a very practical example of ADD. Okay, there's part of every major city you want to stay away from. I truly believe the blue collar community of Chicago sets us apart. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Heard a lot of good things about Chicago, like as far as the history of Chicago. Y'all double tap the live if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I try to go live twice a day. Just hang out. You need someone to hang out with, come hang out with me. It might be boring, but you won't be alone. I feel like because I catch myself watching people on lives, and I feel like it's almost like a way of hanging out with people when you're by yourself, You almost feel like a pseudo, like you're in someone's presence, you're hanging out with them, listening to them talk, laughing. Like, it's kind of like an artificial means of hanging out or connecting. Like, not the same, but I feel like it's like an imitation, or I don't know, a new version of that. It's disappointing, but true. Yeah. Because a lot of times when I'm by myself, I'll catch myself just, I will watch movies and videos, but a lot of times when I'm by myself, if my daughter's at her grandma's and I'm not working, there's like a couple people I'll watch their live streams, and they're just like talking like I am, not really doing anything, just interacting, just talking. It's like you're just hanging out. Yeah. Okay. All right. I need a smoke break. All this hard work I'm doing. Don't laugh at me. It's hard for my brain. I'm just joking. I do work hard, but it's slow right now. Which I'm grateful, because it'll probably be, I'm not going to say probably, hold on, let me knock on wood, because I don't want to jinx myself, but we'll see. I'm saying it could pick up later. I don't want it to be like crazy fast busy, but we'll see. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to jinx myself, because I'm superstitious over stupid stuff. Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. So how old are you, Curdizzle? And don't fucking tell me you're 8 years old. I swear to Christ. If you fucking 8 years old, I'm done. I'm giving up. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. Oh my goodness, you are old. I'm just joking. So you're just a couple years older than I am. Or rather, a few. A couple means 2, and a few means 3 or more. Ooh. Did you know that? So what are you up to, Curdizzle? You have the day off from work today? Or you could very well be working. Shit. I mean, it's not like people aren't on their phones at work. Especially if you're bored or it's kind of slow. Oh, it's such a nice day today. It feels so nice. I want to take a walk. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the channel. Did you know that there's a cap on your lives? Hold on. I don't know why. Am I using my earbud? I don't even know. Am I using my earbud for my mic? Shit. No. I'm not. I thought I was this whole time. Well, I'm gonna. Okay. Anyways, what was I? Oh, did y'all know that there was like a cap on the lives, like based on your subscriber count? Did you know that, like, so I didn't know that, but because like I know that you have to have 50 subscribers to go live. But once you go live, I didn't know that they put a cap on how many people can watch your channel. And it's basically once you hit 50 subscribers, you can go live. And then once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you can have unlimited viewership on your mobile streaming when you go live. However, once you hit 50, up until you hit 1,000, there's a cap on how many people can watch based on your number of subscribers plus 25. So if you have 100 subscribers, 125 people is the cap, is the most people that can watch your live. If you have 50 subscribers, the most is 75. So I'm like, I feel like once you hit 1,000 subscribers and you can have that cap is removed, like I feel like the growth would be more exponential because you have a higher potential. That's like common sense, right? Like, am I stating the obvious? I think I am. Although it just clicked for me, but whatever. Sometimes common sense takes a second to kick in, I think. Or maybe it just doesn't occur to you. All right, what are y'all up to? Y'all are so fucking quiet. Just talking to myself here. How are you all today? What are you up to? What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? I mean, what are you truly doing with your life? Are you doing anything with your life? Because I sure hope you're doing something with your life. And I hope, no offense, that the Lord and Jesus Christ is your Savior. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. No offense. Just joking. I need some clear eyes. My eyes are super irritated from my contacts. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to get off of here because y'all are fucking quiet and I got some stuff I got to do. But I will try to hop back on in a few hours. Yeah, I'll try to hop back on probably like 12:30, like an hour and a half when I go on lunch. I'll probably hop back on then. So go ahead and double tap the live, like the video on the playback, please. Hit subscribe to the channel and you'll get notified every time I go live. I try to go live twice a day, but I'm going to get off of here now. I'll be back in probably like an hour and a half on my lunch break. So yeah, just subscribe and you'll get notified later on when I come back on. I'll catch you later, Kurt Dizzle. Catch you on here later. Adios, amigos. Arrivederci.